What is the best way to separate from someone who is completely financially dependent on you? When we got married, my husband insisted against my wishes that we have separate finances. He wanted to spend his money how he wanted. He wanted to work on a passion project, and he had enough saved to support himself. He didn't want to be saddled with my student debt. I was in my last year of my PhD. Fast forward 5 years later. He's working on his passion project. But he ran out of money a while ago. He currently owes me about $30,000. I bought us a nice house that he wanted. Mortgage in my name only since he isn't officially working. Title in both of our names. I make good money so I can afford the house and our living expenses, but I wasn't planning on affording it alone. He always told me when his money ran out he would have to get a job. But he hasn't made a real effort. I cannot afford an apartment in addition to the rest our expenses. The rest of this is just a rant. Breathe. Me. He's a software developer. But he isn't trying to get a job. He has talked to one recruiter in the last 6 months. He is asking for a salary that is too high. Because he thinks he should be paid on the same scale as me, even though he never made that much when he was working previously. And now he has a 5-year gap on his resume. He does half of the housework. He doesn't do anything beyond that. He doesn't like that, because I work long hours. Sometimes chores that are important to him don't get split 50-50. He does not do any chores that are not important to him. Vacuuming, mopping, replacing the toilet paper on the holder, dusting, organizing the garage, washing kitchen towels, ironing new curtains, etc. This morning he told me we need to come up with a division of labor for checking the mail. We don't have kids. Him helping out around the house a bit when I have a long week is not a big task. Earlier this year, before my company review, at the time I didn't know how it would go, but I actually got promoted. I told him I was concerned because the project I'd been working on didn't have any visible results yet, and he told me that it wasn't fair to him that he had to worry about me losing my job. I'm so angry with him because of the entitlement. I want to separate, but I don't have extra money to pay for another set of living expenses. Why would you have to pay for another set of living expenses? Talk to a lawyer. Figure out how to best protect your assets. And serve him divorce papers. Separating is pointless when you know you're done and are just thinking about logistics. You can talk about how to handle the house, whether it's you buying him out, selling it, or renting it and splitting the income. Do you have anything in writing about the money he owes you? Sell your house or ask him to move out. He's not contributing to the mortgage anyway. You don't have to rent an apartment for him to move into. Let him sink or swim on his own. You probably won't get that $30,000 back. Though, I'm wondering why you talk about separating, not divorcing. In any case, talk to a divorce attorney about your options and the laws in your state before doing anything else. I cannot wait for your 1-year update. This leech and all the BS from divorce will be behind you and you're going to be so incredibly happy. A software developer who's been out of the field for 5 years is now a junior developer. That world changes extremely fast. If his resume came across my desk with no mention of or examples of some fantastic side work to stay current, and they were asking for senior level salary, it would get binned. Your first step is to talk to a divorce lawyer. They will guide you through this. Where do you get this kind of men? He's not even a 50-50 guy, he's like a 10-90. If he is on the title, I'm pretty sure he owns half the house. This proves the value of listening to anyone other than an actual attorney, even though it may be better financially to rent out the house. You need to seek some legal advice. I think it is likely they will explain to you that if you are still obligated to pay the mortgage on this home. You may not qualify to buy a new home of your own. Plus, every mortgage payment you make puts more equity into the house and more money in your ex's pocket. The down and dirty is that you may have to cohabitate for a while. Even while separated, at that point, you may find you have a bit more monetary flexibility. If you aren't giving him any money for any reason, as in, not one thin dime, good luck. You're in a moocher situation. But you can exit with some effort. This is an easy one. 1. See a lawyer. 2. Do what lawyer tells you. Don't feel bad. Sounds like your only mistake was putting his name on the title. That was just dumb. A mortgage advisor knows nada about marital property law. Didn't your closing attorney say anything about that? Why do you think you would have to pay for his apartment? A court might not see it like that. I'm not hearing that he's disabled and can't work. Just that he doesn't want to. Yeah, he sounds like a boss. Leave now ASAP and I'm single. Tears of joy, tears of joy. You need to speak to a divorce lawyer in your area. You need to talk to a lawyer so you can protect your interests and hopefully avoid alimony. Without telling him you're divorcing him. Tell him you can't and won't support him fisticuffs anymore, so beginning the new year he'll need to do DoorDash or Uber or whatever to start paying his proceeds if he's not going to go back to work. If you're willing to divorce, you gotta let go of the concern about what he's going to do once you're no longer supporting him. It's really nice of you but entirely unnecessary. Do things by the book and let that man go. He mooched for 5 years pretending to work and pretending to contribute to the household. He wanted the finances separate and y'all have a prenup, so he shouldn't be entitled to your money. Sell the house and let him go. If he's broke, he can move back to his hometown or something. It's up to him. I guess the best way is to accept that it's going to cost you, but it will be worth it. Good luck. Divorce. Yeah, go see a lawyer and follow their advice. If anything, see if you can get a post-nup. Play him this song, Hit the Road Jack, and Don't You Coming Back No More. Talk with a divorce lawyer and leave your leech of a husband. You won't have to pay for extra housing if you tell him you're done. You will have to live in separate bedrooms and put the house on the market. You'll have to give him half of its value 'cause he's on the deed. And then you'll be free. You won't owe him any alimony or child support. The judge will look at him and tell him to get a job because he has a proven salary history. Talk to a lawyer. Have him sign a post-nup and get him off the deed. Have him sign a legal document he owes you $30,000. He is making you financially responsible for everything and will take 1/2. Can you get his name off the title of your property?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.